I feel anxious. Not the kind of anxious that passes. It's the kind that kind of sits with you. The kind that's there when you wake up, when you're scrolling, when you're in the middle of making something, and suddenly you stop and wonder, why the hell did you start? Creative anxiety. That's what I've been calling it lately. But it's more than that. It's a feeling, the feeling of being both bored and overwhelmed by the same world at the same damn time. Of wanting more depth while your attention span begs you to stay shallow. Of searching for something, anything profound, something that feeds you, but not being able to name what that is. I know the feeling's there. I can taste it, touch it almost. I just can't explain it yet. This essay is me trying. So here's the thing about being a creator who pivots constantly. You're always full and always empty at the same time. So I make music, I write books, I host a web show, I design characters, I build worlds. I've been doing this for over 20 years. And in that time, I've developed what I now recognize as something of a system, not intentionally, but organically, a system of creative pivots. When I drain myself making an album, when I've poured everything into the music and there's nothing left, I pivot to writing. When the writing empties me, I pivot to the web show. When the web show reaches its ceiling, I pivot to something new. It sounds productive, and in some ways it is. For instance, I have a tetralogy, multiple album projects, a web show with 88 plus episodes, a space opera serial that I'm working on, character designs, lore systems, all of it built through this cycle of creative pivots. But here's the thing that nobody tells you about pivoting constantly. It leaves you depleted in a way that's really hard to explain. Not tired, but depleted, like you've been drawing from a well that never fully refills. I'm overstimulated by an overwhelmed world. I'm understimulated by that same world. I need more depth, more meaning, more connection, but my attention span has been conditioned slowly, insidiously, to reject the very depth that I'm craving. That's the dichotomy that I live in every day. Quote, I would like to beg you, dear sir, as well as I can, to have the patience with everything unresolved in your heart and to try to love the questions themselves as if they were locked rooms or books written in very foreign language. Rainer Maria Rilke, Letters to a Young Poet. Now, I'd be lying if I said this was purely a creative problem, because the anxiety I feel isn't just mine. Like, look at the world. Look at it right now. The political landscape, the economic pressure on working and middle-class families, of which I am one. Inflation rising, jobs disappearing, an administration that seems designed to depress the population and call it progress. A trickle-down effect, not of wealth, but of fear. And then the internet, the platforms we were told would connect us, that turned out to be machines designed to extract engagement at the cost of our attention spans. Algorithms that reward outrage, addiction, and the quick hit, that punish depth, patience, and anything that requires more than 3 seconds to understand. I know this. I understand this intellectually, and yet I'm on Threads every day, hand on my phone, scrolling, looking for something. Connection. That's what I'm looking for. In an increasingly isolated world where friendships change, dynamics shift, time disappears, and family life narrows your world in ways you didn't even expect, I'm looking for something that feeds my soul in the place where I used to find it. Other people. And the irony is that the platforms I'm using to find connection are the same ones making me feel more disconnected, more anxious, more empty. There's a creator I recently discovered, He's called the King's Hand, who talks about things like this, about how being an interesting person, having genuine depth and a touch of mystique is more compelling than any algorithmic strategy, about how the artists who divest from the formula, who refuse to optimize themselves for engagement's sake, are the ones who build something real. I heard that and I thought, well, I've been doing that for years, just dropping albums with no preamble, releasing books without promotion, posting art, not lifestyle, taking the Frank Ocean approach, but without Frank Ocean's audience. Maybe that's okay, but it doesn't make the silence any less loud. Quotes: "Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced." James Baldwin. So what does one do with all of that? When the world is too loud and your attention span is too short and the algorithm is eating your soul and the political moment is genuinely terrifying and the economic pressure is real and the isolation is palpable, what do you do? For me, the answer has always been the same. I make something. Not because making things fixes the world, it doesn't. Not because art is a solution to political dysfunction or economic inequality or algorithmic addiction, it isn't. But because making things is the one place where I am fully in control, where the noise stops, where the anxiety quiets, not disappears, but quiets, just long enough for something real to emerge. That is what creation is for me. It's not just a hobby. It's not a career, though I wish it were. It's medicine. The only medicine I found that actually works. And here's the thing about medicine. You have to keep taking it. Even when you're tired, even when you don't feel like it, even when you've finished one thing and you're empty and the last thing you want to do is start something new. You take it anyway. Because the alternative is to sit with everything I just described, unmedicated, no outlet. And I've been there, and I know what that feels like. Making things is how I survive the world. Quote: "The creative adult is the child who survived." Ursula K. Le Guin. Some people may have called me inconsistent. I've called myself inconsistent. But I've been thinking about that word lately, and I'm not sure if that's accurate. So what I do, the constant pivoting between music and books and web shows and essays and design and world building, to me, isn't consistency. It's a philosophy, a survival strategy, a way of staying creatively alive in a world that wants to flatten everything into a single, optimizable lane. The algorithm wants you to be one thing. Pick a niche, stay in your lane, post consistently, optimize for engagement. I just can't do that. I've never been able to do that. And every time I've tried, something in me dies just a little bit. So I pivot, not because I'm giving up on the last thing, but because I've poured everything I have into it. And I need to go somewhere else to refill. The music empties me, so I write. The writing empties me, so I make videos. The videos empty me, so I design. And then I come back to the music, fuller, stranger, and better. This is not the industry's model. It's not the algorithm's model. It is mine. And I honestly believe that there are more people like me than the algorithm would have us believe. People who are too many things to be one thing, who are bored by simplicity and overwhelmed by complexity, who create not despite their anxiety, but kind of because of it. We're not broken per se. We are not inconsistent. We're just built differently. And the world, eventually, slowly, imperfectly, has always had a place for people built differently, somehow, some way. Quote: "I'm always amazed that people take what I say seriously. I don't even take what I am seriously." David Bowie. So I started this essay by saying I feel anxious. I still do. The world hasn't changed in the time it took me to say all this. The political moment is still what it is. The economic pressure is still there. The algorithm is still running. The isolation is still real. But I made something. This essay, these words, this attempt to take everything that I've been feeling and give it a shape, a form, something you can hold, so to speak. That's all I know how to do. Make things, keep making things, even when I'm empty, even when I'm anxious, even when nobody's asking for it, especially when nobody's asking for it. Because the world doesn't always ask for what it needs, and sometimes the job of the artist is to make it anyway, to hold up a mirror and say, this is what it feels like to be alive right now. Does anyone else feel like this? If you do, I made this for you.